Okay, so yeah, so I worked in the software industry for almost 24 years, and for past 5 years, I formed this Kartavya technology. Um, Crivia is a solutions partner. So Crivia is like it supports in very advanced level of solutions. There are a lot of low code solutions as well, but if you go with low code, similarly, you might feel that some 10 years back, there are a lot of low code platforms for apps, right? But it doesn't work. I mean, if you try low code, you'll get stuck in something which doesn't work, and ultimately you have to go with advanced solutions. So of course, low code is good for small use cases, but if you have to build real business use case, right, for enterprise, so you have to go with very advanced solution like Crivia or like line chain, right? Or Microsoft also has their own platform. So you have to go with a very mature solution. So that's why we have partnered with Crivia, and we support enterprises in building the use cases. Okay, I think that's enough about my company. So let's talk about the use cases that we are going to cover today. So the use cases that we'll cover is one is data analytics. So here what will happen, see, if you're into data space, you know the evolution of this data analytics. Right? Before, I mean, I'll just explain you in simple terms how this data analytics started. It started all with structured data, because if you see the history of data, it was all structured, right? Oracle was the king. The input was structured and the output was structured, right? All the raw data was structured, and the output in the form of reports was structured, right? That was the beginning. Then what happened actually, then we came to the era of data lake. So in data lake, what happened actually, the inputs were unstructured as well as unstructured, right? They're like any kind of junk data in the data lake, but we're still able to generate the reports in a structured manner, right? That was the era of data lake that happened like almost like for past 10 years. Okay, so now we are into AI space. So in AI space, what happens actually, the input is unstructured as well as output is unstructured, right? Because in the input, of course, like the data can be unstructured, can be anything, like it can be PDF, Word, videos, audio, anything. But even output is unstructured because you are not preparing any kind of reports. You want the data anytime, whenever you want, you want the data. Right? So that is unstructured data. You just query, like you want to talk to the data. So that is the expectation in AI, and that's what we can do using AI agents. So we'll give a demo, give a short demo. Actually, all our demo is going to be a very basic one. Okay, don't think like it's not polished, because we are building very basic use cases just to show the proof of concept of the use cases. Right. So we'll cover all this demo. So in the demo, we'll show how we upload the data, okay, raw data, and then how you get the output, how you talk to the data, how you chat with the data, right? So in a way, the data is like, so we are taking structured data, but like it can also be unstructured, and then you can chat with the data, you can query anything from the data, right? That's a use case of AI agents. So there'll be three agents. This prompt generator, like which will take the user query and it will format into a prompt. There will be a data analyzer which will analyze all the fields and columns from the data, and it will then there will be answer generator which will reply to the user for the query. So another use case in data analytics is visualization. So this is similar actually. Here the only difference is that the output will be generated in the form of graph, because sometimes the users they don't want text data. Of course, they will prompt, right? But they want visualization of the data. And before, what was happening, like the visualization was coded like in the software, and we were forming the reports. So we were basically pre-configuring the reports. We were saying that, okay, the reports has to be in a fixed format. But now with AI agents, actually, you can build any kind of visualization on demand, right? That's the beauty of AI. So with the help of AI agents, actually we will give the control to the user, where the user can generate any kinds of visualizations, right? And this is good. We are going to see in this use case. So there are a lot of use cases in data analytics. Even like if you are working in data field, I mean, you'd be dealing with a lot of raw data, like, and you'd want to like create visualizations on demand, right? So this kind of use cases can be covered. So you'll see this use case. Then this is like a basic travel agents. This may be whether you're working for corporate or this for any person. Like this is a basic use case because we want to cover all kinds of use cases. Not only we are covering only enterprises. So these are use cases where suppose you're traveling anywhere for like leisure, right? So you go to travel agent and you create the plan, right? Travel plan. So here actually you can see there's like a few agents which will handle all kinds of things. You just give this few parameters to the system that from source destination, like you go traveling from uh, Mumbai to Shimla, okay, and then the number of days, like 10 days, your budget is like suppose 80,000 rupees, and the purpose is leisure. Right. So the agents will work on the on this various things. So there'll be like local expert agent, there'll be travel concierge agent, there'll be accommodations agent, there'll be itinerary agent. See, it depends on how we configure the agents on different use cases, and that's a basic capability of Creo AI. What see what is Creo AI? Actually, Creo AI is an agent orchestration platform. Okay, Creo is not an LLM. Okay, LLM is already there, like. This OpenAI, Gemini, DeepSeek, a lot of LLMs are there. Uh, yeah. So screen is visible, right? Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, they can also interrupt me, right? So I hope like everybody, my voice is clear to everyone. Yeah. So Creo AI is like an orchestration platform, okay, which will. So see why we have multiple agents, because agents is like same like how it works in organizations. You don't have one person to handle everything, right? One person cannot handle HR, technical, marketing, sales, everything, right? You have to have an expert for everything. So that's what is agents. Agents is like expert on something. There'll be a local expert who is expert because and each agent will have its own LLM. So the local expert will have LLM, which is basically best for that use case. Suppose best for that local expertise or something like that. Okay, travel concierge, maybe that agent will have its own LLM, and each agent will be configured with some kind of prompts. Okay, because these agent you can consider these are like replacement of humans. Okay, they have their own brain is LLM, and they are pre-configured. Like when you train an employee, you tell the employee like if you get this task, you have to do in so and so manner, you have to reply to the people in so and so manner, right? So that's how we train the agents. We give the brain to the agent, that we configure the LLM, we give the instructions to the agent, we say that if you get this input, you have to produce this output in this way, like that, right? And then there are a lot of APIs, like a lot of integrations. If agents need any external help, so they will call the API, they will integrate with some tools, external tools, they will go and search the internet. There's a concept of MCP server. So MCP server maybe we'll have a separate meeting for that, where we'll deep dive into MCP. So MCP is basically nothing but interacting with external services, because agents will need to interact with a lot of services, right? So for each service, it cannot build its own interface. So that's why if it complies to MCP, it can interface with all kinds of services, which is also comply to MCP. The integration becomes very simple. So that's what is MCP, right? So this use case we're going to cover, right? And then there is a presentation maker. So I think this is also very good use case. In fact, many of you working in corporates might have this use case. Like we spend a lot of time in making PPT, right? Because we have to think about see, sometimes the content is clear, right? Okay, some rough content, but you don't know how to organize the content, how to make a very beautiful PPT, how to put those animations, different things, right? So using agents, we can do all these things. And if you like worked on some AI agentic platforms like Gamma or something which generates a PPT. So this is a similar. So we'll show like how to make a platform like Gamma, right, using this. See, I mean, nowadays, whichever platforms we are seeing, right, like Cursor, Windsurf, Gamma, is all basically agentic frameworks, I think. Right? So, I mean, you can also build your own platforms using this Creo AI. Then there is a use case of WhatsApp bot. So this is a use case. Suppose actually nowadays there are a lot of WhatsApp groups. Like in an apartment, there is WhatsApp group. Some people say that there's no water, there's no electricity, and the admin, the secretary of the association, they have to reply. Right, but they're also like working like us, right? They can't reply to everybody because like there are big societies who has like 200, 500 work people, and like people will keep on complaining. So how secretary will like reply to all these people, right? So in that case, the building uh, secretary, they can integrate a bot, a WhatsApp bot inside WhatsApp in the WhatsApp group, and the bot will reply to everyone. Like if there's no water, maybe they'll reply because the agent will have complete awareness. The agency, the agent has access to complete database, right? How it works basically, the agent has a lot of capability. Wherever whatever is digital, right, it can understand, it can see this water is not come because of so reason, light is not there because there is some outage, something. So whenever user query, the agent will say this, the light is not there, it will come by after 4 hours, 5 hours, DG is shut down, DG will run, right? So agent will get into the knowledge base of the society, and it will reply to the people. Now, one of the problem with this WhatsApp is that WhatsApp, the Meta, they don't allow agents to integrate with their system. Maybe there can be some like political issue that they don't want, I mean, due to some monopoly or competition or security reason. But there is a solution. We have built a solution where the agent will integrate into the WhatsApp group as a user, like as a user, because any user can join the WhatsApp group, right? So we'll integrate the agent into the group as a user, and the user will be basically the agent, and the agent will reply to the users, like whoever asks any query, right? So this is what we are going to cover. So now I'll give it to Dhruv. Before that, if anybody has questions, we can discuss.
Yeah.
Yes, agree.
Yeah, सर तो LangChain and Creo में क्या डिफरेंस है सर? LangChain भी तो सिमिलर वर्क करता है.
Yeah, Dhruv, you want to answer?
Yeah, so LangChain and CrewEye are both similar frameworks, but the like CrewEye is more well architected. मतलब उसका architecture अच्छा है, मतलब उसमें जो भी agents हम लोग बनाएंगे, उसमें security, guardrails और scaling में आसानी होती है. And CrewEye is also tuned for more enterprise-based applications. Like if you
No,
look
I
at
think LangChain is also good. In fact, yeah, LangChain and Creo both are good. Like
yeah,
maybe number one and number two. In fact, LangChain is number one, but we went with Creo because we find it better
yeah,
than that. LangChain, yeah, we see a lot of like uses in LangChain as well.
yeah. So both of them are similar.
But through LangChain का enterprise version है.
Yeah, they also have enterprise version.
Okay, okay, okay.
But like 60% of Fortune 500 companies use CrewEye, so that is also there.
See, actually, it is not that we are a Creo partner, so we want to promote about Creo because this is open discussion. Okay, whatever is good, we'll say that is okay. Maybe in some cases, LangChain is a little better. LangChain is
Yeah.
also good. So there is no promotion about Creo or my company. Okay, it's a pure technical discussions, right?
So in I think LangChain it is more Pythonic. It's more like you're actually coding in Python.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
every company has their solution also.
yeah.
Google also released their Agents SDK. OpenAI has
Yeah,
their.
agent. See, this agent space is just beginning. Okay, and it will be there. So like it's our choice whether we just see everything as an audience or we get in and then we make our hands dirty and we get into this revolution and we participate on actively in this.
Yeah.
So it's up to us. Yeah.
Okay, any other questions?
And I think this is a very beginning, so no need to think that this is too late. You have to learn so many things. This is a beginning. This is a long journey, and if you start, the best way to start is to start with a project, any small project. You just give us the use case, and then we will meet every Sunday. We'll demonstrate the use case.
Yeah, like internet in the 90s, like people used to say that it's already over, but it was the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, still after 25 years, still many companies don't have their own good website. Multi-crore companies, they don't have good website. See, I'm just sharing this website, this Google Meet link. So in case suppose, because this Google Meet will over in 1 hour, so like we'll continue with discussions. So you can just join again, like for Q&A. Okay, so I think we'll start with the demo. Okay, quickly because demo is a main purpose. So yeah, Sarthak, you can start with the demo. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can share your screen.
Hello, is my screen visible?
Yeah. So this is a chat. So I said, right, that unstructured data, unstructured output. So basically, see what happens in this case, that it's a concept of vector database. Okay, because before AI, there was no vector database. So whatever is the raw data that we are uploading is converted to embeddings. It's all like a mathematical format. All the data will be converted to embeddings into vector database, and then actually you query the database through chat. So that's why it is possible in AI. It was not possible without AI. So yeah, okay, go ahead, Sanjay.
Also, I'll just answer Ronit's question quickly. So there's this thing called observability, where there are many platforms like Agent Ops or LangFuse. So if, when we integrate those platforms with our CrewUI agents, they'll give us access to like what output is being generated at each step. So like agents are an orchestration, right? They're a collection of multiple LLMs. They'll give us the output of what each tool is giving and what each agent is giving the output. So that's I'll share the link of Agent Ops and LangFuse.
Yeah. In operations part, there are a lot of like platforms are there. In fact, CrewEI also has complete operational, like how to evaluate, how to set the guardrails, how to like see how the agents are taking decisions, because agents are becoming like a black box. We don't know how they're taking decisions, right? Even LLM, like we don't know how they are like trained. So it's a like interesting space. We have to like a lot of tools, framework available.
Yeah. So in this Excel chat analyst, so I think I input this document and it gets converted into small chunks. So this huge document will get divided into multiple small sizes and it will be put in the vector database. Now you can ask any question to it also. Yeah, Sathik.
Yeah. So now I have already uploaded the data because it was so big data and it was taken a lot of time to convert in the meeting. So yeah, anyhow, let's first ask what is actually this data about? What is this data about? And as you can see, the LLM is thinking. There are multiple agents like data analysts and all that. They will be thinking and realizing that what is the data actually about.
Sarthak, do you have the? Can we also show the diagram of this thing?
Yeah. Wait, let me share my
Oh
full
no, it's
screen.
fine. Dhruv, diagram I already shown.
No,
And
this
we
is
have
much
only half
more.
an hour now, and we have to cover 5 demos. So I think we cannot go into diagram. Let's just cover the demo quickly.
So as you can see, the data pertains of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, which is like by the Indian government, and it is the 2021 data, and it has taken everything of data by analyzing it. Now uh, let me tell you one thing that this sanction means that how much amount is sanctioned to each state, for example for building houses, for building for loans and all that things. So let's ask what uh, amount is sanctioned to Maharashtra. Let's see what is. So it will go to vector database and it will query and try to find every amount which is sanctioned to Maharashtra, and it will try to add it up and give it as an output that okay, this is the amount sanctioned to Maharashtra.
So in the backend, it's basically retrieving documents that are related to that query. Okay, so I think Maharashtra's documents are not there in the query. That's the reason
Yeah.
why it was. So put in like some statements amount which is there in the document.
Let's say loan amount sanctioned to, let's say Bihar,
Yeah.
to different states of Bihar, different states in Bihar. See, it has shown that how much is the loan amount. It has even given name of each and every like district of Bihar, like Bhojpur, this much loan is sanctioned, Aurangabad, this much loan is sanctioned, Banka, this much loan is sanctioned, Begusarai, this much loan is sanctioned. So as we can see that the AI has gone into the Excel and tried to find everything and about all the states of Bihar, all the districts and of Bihar and so on as the data.
See,
Yeah.
actually, this use case is very powerful in enterprises because in enterprises there are like huge amount of data. Every enterprise is nowadays generating huge amount of data, right? And we cannot build the reports for every data, so they don't know what kind of reports they need. That's why they need this solution because any business want the detail anytime, like anytime they want to get some kind of data from the raw data. So that's why this use is going to be very popular in enterprises, right? So I think everybody will have this use case. Yeah. Okay, now we can go to the visualization, which is also
Yeah.
very important. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Karthik, I think you can share your entire screen instead of a particular tab. We won't need the audio.
What?
You
Can you
can share your
repeat?
entire screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now this is for generating graphs. Now we all know that any part for analyzing any data, the building graph is also a very important part. So for example, I want bar chart on house sanction in uh, for example, I want to know how much is sanctioning in Odisha and Maharashtra. I want to compare. Let's say I want to compare that how much is sanctioned to Odisha and Maharashtra.
Yeah. And like, can you quickly show that diagram for this one? I think it is a bit
Yeah.
different in this one, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, the other, yeah, okay, this one. So here I think we are not using vector databases. Instead, we are directly storing the Excel files. And what the agents basically do is that they load the vector files into a pandas data frame. So pandas is something that is used by data scientists. So this is more like a AI data scientist. Now the data scientist then loads the data and cleans it. So it chooses the column which is needed for the particular graph, right? And then it passes the data, like the clean data, to the next agent, which will perform exploratory data analysis and see that okay, which chart should I show to the user to make it better for inference by the business person. And at the end, there's the graph generator, which generates the code for the graph. And it's all in Python. Yeah. So can you do the graph?
I think there was some error with it.
Yeah, I think Maharashtra is not there in the data. We
Yeah, I think Maharashtra is
choose Bihar only.
Bihar.
Okay. So does anyone has have any questions or any suggestions for improvements? Also, you can freely tell us. Hmm. Okay, so this is like a kind of agentic RAG. Yeah, it's not a transfer model or RAG. It's agentic RAG. I think the previous one was agentic RAG, and this one is it doesn't use RAG. It connects with the database, performs the queries, and gets the data.
Yeah, as you can see.
So yeah,
Yeah, and the model that we use are like we're not training the model basically for our use cases. Maybe in some use cases, maybe we have to train the model, but for just for POC, we're just using basic APIs of Open API and Gemini.
So now we can see that more amount is sanctioned to Bihar than Odisha. So like this, we want to like this is actually about states. You might not be, but the business persons would be interested in how much money they are spending in one department and how much money they are spending in other department. And when they will get this type of graph in front of them, then they will be like, yes, that's what we want to know actually.
Yeah, I think in companies they hire like multiple data scientists whose job is basically to analyze the data and see okay which graph should I show to the CTO or CEO, and they make a report based on the graphs and they give it to the chief executives. But with this, the entire data science team can their work can be 10x, their productivity can be increased. So now they don't have to manually write the code for cleaning. And I think most of the work that data scientists do is data cleaning, but that's been automated here. So that's yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So,
good.
Now here,
so it's not that data scientist job will be cut. Basically, they'll spend more on critical thinking rather than data cleaning.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
yeah, so next we want to do now AI travel planner. Now as we can see that we need to travel and we need to plan that from where we need to go. How much is our accommodation budget? Like 1,000 rupees per night or 1,500 rupees per night. What is our dietary preferences? We need to take care of everything. Food budget for every day. So this is an AI travel agent which will ask you all these things, and according to it, it can create your itinerary itself. Now let's see it out.
Yeah,
It can
and for this agent, like normally, if you just go to ChatGPT and give him the information, he will suggest you some very big restaurant like Taj or something else. But with this system, it has a collection of agents, and they're personalized based on your dietary preferences, your budget, and your interests. So we have an LLM that is taking care of each of your aspects. I think you can show them the diagram for this also. Yeah, just zoom in a bit.
You can minimize that meeting window. Yeah, okay, yeah, now
Yeah.
it's fine.
So here we have like first is local expert, right? You know the city that you want to go to, but you don't know about the city. So that's why we have a local expert. We have prompted it to best give the insights of the area that you want to go in. Like Delhi, for example, the people speak Hindi. The best way to move between places is metro, and then we have the travel concierge, which is takes care of your schedule, the budget considerations, and finds you uh, where all you could travel. And suppose you could go to the lakes over there. If you come to Bangalore, Cubbon Park, there's Lal Bagh, and now you need a place to stay, right? And the currently, if you like just do a normal Google search, which most of the agents here are doing, you won't find accurate places to live in, as most of the hotels, they don't have websites, they don't have public businesses, but most of them are listed in Airbnb. So what we did was there is an Airbnb MCP, and we connected that with this agent. So now this agent has access to Airbnb's data. The agent can go to Airbnb and search, okay, give me uh, give me hotels which are has a budget of 5,000 rupees per night and near this area, and Airbnb will give them results because Airbnb has an accurate data of the hotels. And then we have food experts. So food experts go to websites like TripAdvisor, scrape those websites, and give you the insights on what kinds of food are best eaten at this place, like Paratha Wala Gali, or in Bangalore there's idlis and best idli centers. Then you have the experience. Now, when you go to a city, obviously you want to have some fun, have activities over there. So experiences agent is will go to the web, search like what uh, places you could go, for example, museums or amusement parks, and for example, and it will give it based on your initial prompt. So if you said that you prefer reading books, it will suggest you good libraries or bookshops. And if you say that if you like to go swim, it will suggest you swimming pools near your place. And all these things. So each agent here was looking at your travel from different aspects. Right? Now the itinerary agent will combine all those aspects and give you a final report. Okay, if you're going from Bangalore to Mumbai, here are different places where you could stay. Here what you should eat, and it would be very personalized, all in a single link, and you get the reports in under 5 minutes. Yep.
Okay, so we have very limited time, so we'll cover quickly. I think two more demo are there, right? And we will have some discussions as well.
Yeah.
Okay, is it generated with
No,
Sarthak?
no.
What happened? Okay, fine. So you can debug this, Sarthak. Meanwhile, Mohit, you can share your screen. So we'll see your use cases.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Sarthak, maybe the date issue, you can check it.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is AI presentation generator. Here we can put details of our business. For example, business topic, company
First, you
stage.
can show the flow, the architecture, Mohit, so that people can understand.
Yeah.
So this is the architect.
Yeah, okay.
First, user will input the various details about this company. Then it's sent to presentation strategies, which to work is to form the strategy for the presentation. It will search the web. Then it's sent to market researcher, which will search for various topics related to company. And then it's sent to content writer, which will compile the research and write the content for the PPT. It's sent to tech formatter, which will create the actual presentation with uh, related charts and images.
Yeah. So actually, this is an example of sequence flow in Crew AI. Actually, in Crew AI, there can be multiple kinds of flow. One is like sequence, one is parallel, and in some cases, agents can talk to each other. The one agent can delegate the work to other agent, and one agent can act as the judge of other agents. So there are a lot of complex use cases are covered in Crew AI. These are all simple use cases that we are showing. Okay, fine. Now let's see this demo, how it works.
So here we put the various information about the business. We are connecting PPT. Then business topic, company stage, current funding, target market, and unique value proposition. Now we can also preview our input. Here I see agents are working on.
So, Mohit, you can also like show what all tools have you used here. I think it's web search, and
Yes,
yeah, in the future, I think we could connect it with vector databases as well, right?
web search and
Yeah.
image generation.
So to put those images and text, there is a Python library, which is also a tool that we used. So the AI, can put in whatever images it wants and whatever text it wants in the particular slide. Yeah. So anyone has any questions like or any suggestions also, please feel free to tell. Mohit, do you have any like ready-made presentation on
Yes,
this?
yes.
Yeah, just show that one.
So
No. This actually companies say see actually the PPT will be made based on the requirement, we can set any. Actually, here for the demo, we have just mentioned few parameters. So basically, the parameters can be anything. We can say we want presentation on some
So
cooking
this is
recipe. We want
final
presentation on anything, right? So
generated by the
whatever user asks, the PPT will be generated. Actually, we have not fine-tuned this whole this platform to create a very attractive PPT. Okay, this is just a POC, right? That's why you will see the PPT like this, which is generated by your tool, something like that. But if we fine-tune it, like we can even make it like a gamma, which is like I think $1 million startup. So the idea is just to show that how agents can create such kind of
so here
tools.
it is
Yeah,
created.
so now it is ready and you can download.
Here you can
See, the agents will get the images, it will create the content. You just have to say, suppose, for example, you can say that tomorrow I have a board meeting and I want presentation on so and so items. Just give 2, 3 items. And then the agents will work. It will create the like meeting points. It will create the whole slides for you. So you can save a lot of work. So basically this field, right, which we're saying the business topic, company stage. So this is basically just for demo. Maybe we can set any requirement. What the input can be raw content and the output will be a beautiful PPT with along images and everything.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next demo.
so next use case is WhatsApp bot.
Yeah, so then the next use case is about a WhatsApp bot.
I think, yeah, we'll just talk about this thing, right? The
Yes.
diagram.
So first we add the bot in the group. Uh, and then, users can ping the bot and write their query. Then it sets to backend where we will categorize the query. It may be of complaint or information or maybe maintenance. Then send to operations specialist, which will
Okay,
do
maybe I'll
perform
explain
operation.
because maybe this is too technical and Mohit and the audience is not all technical people. See what happens basically, as I said, that in this solution, we have to add external user as a bot because WhatsApp doesn't allow agents to participate inside the WhatsApp groups. So that the workaround basically to add a user, okay, and the user is an agent. Okay, for a WhatsApp, basically it's a new user, right? How the new users join, and the basically user is basically an agent, and that agent basically we have to attach the LLM, and we have to configure the agent for some context. Suppose for this apartment management, we will set the context that you are the society manager and your job is to reply to those people who complain about the electricity, water and all. So we will train the agent, we will give the context, we'll give all the context about electricity, all kinds of complaints, everything. So the agent will be trained on those things, and whenever the user like users of this apartments they complain, the agent will reply, right? Similarly, we can configure this agent for different use cases, like different like company WhatsApp groups or like any other social WhatsApp groups, anything, right? So the advantage that group admin who has to spend a lot of time in replying to user queries, so they don't need to spend because the agent which is trained on that specific task, they will reply, right? So this is
Yeah.
basically, this is how we have implemented.
So the user journey will be that the admin will go to a platform, it will scan the QR code, and the bot will be added to WhatsApp on his name. Now, if anybody in the group can ping you, and instead of you, the bot will reply. It will have access to the database of the. So database will be basically a collection of questions and responses, right, which are there on WhatsApp. It will reply based on that. So suppose there was a an information given a week back that water is going to be stopped at this particular date, and when that date actually comes, people are saying, okay, what happened to the water supply? So the bot will basically have information of 1 week back and reply based on that information. Yeah. And I think all the complaints that are given to the bot, he can either reply directly or either summarize all the complaints and give it to the admin or the respected person. Yeah. Okay.
So Mohit, can we see something like how does it work? I think before just screen share, because maybe it will not work exactly, but you can just show the UI.
I think it's a mobile specific thing, but yeah. Mohit, is it connected on your WhatsApp web?
Not right now.
No problem. Okay.
Okay, just show the UI that how the UI looks, and then this.
Is मेल server thing रहा है.
Yeah, because the UI is WhatsApp, na, so it will
Yes.
directly go to WhatsApp.
Directly chat interface
Yeah.
on WhatsApp.
Okay.
So yeah, Sarthak, your this
Yes, sir.
bug is
My
resolved.
Wi-Fi, yeah, my Wi-Fi was gone, so actually the LLM call was failed.
Oh,
Yeah,
now it is
now
working.
yes, now you can see
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Okay, now
how
you
it
share your
is.
screen.
Yeah, how it is shown that what will be our daily travel itinerary, how many days we are traveling, and like I have said, my interest is street food and culture. It has first given me all the emergency contacts that, for example, I want to emergent contacts in emergency. Yeah. Now it has started from our arrival for our arrival at Indira Gandhi Airport. Then afternoon we will check into hotel, and then what we'll do. See, day two, we can explore Jama Masjid. We can have a cycle Dixa road. We can chill at hotel in Daryaganj and all that. And it has also given consideration for Mughal, this Moti Mahal and all that. Day three, what we can do. Day four, day five, day six. So as you can see that it has created a day-wise itinerary. Now accommodation, as we are want to know that in 1,000 rupees what the accommodation per night we can get, and it has given all the things which has found either to MCP or through web scraping. Like it has given me this hotel uh, which is listed on Easy My Trip, which is in Paharganj Hotel Prince Palace, and it has also given the link where person can go and just book. Hotel Susri Continental, Hotel Guru. It has also given us important considerations which we can take, which is given by our constituency expert and culinary means these are actually popular dishes of Delhi, which it is saying you can try, and we can see that very uh, in a very good manner, and it has given like total this will be your budget and everything it has given.
Okay, all right. So here actually we can see the power of agents. Like for these things, actually we're paying so much of money to travel agents, and they have to do everything manual because based on their experience and all. But with the power of agents, because agents are expert, right? Agents are expert about local things. They know about like your personal requirements. So agents can do it very easily. So these are the use cases that we can easily build using agents. I think as a user, I think we should know what kind of use cases we can build. Once requirement is clear, we can build like amazing things. All right. So we have covered these use cases, and we are going to make it like weekly sessions. So today was the first session. So I think like so thanks for joining everyone, and we'll keep doing like all the sessions because we keep building a lot of use cases and we'll showcase like whatever we have built, right? So that we all understand and we all get into these projects. Right.
So should
Yeah.
we transfer to the next meeting, or we'll continue Q&A now?
Yeah, I think we will we have a few minutes so we can discuss the questions. Like if anybody has any use case, so they can openly tell about that use case and we can cover in next meeting.
Yes.
So
So
any questions? Yeah.
Questions or use cases, like anything's fine.
Yeah.
Because you all come from various diverse places, and you have like experiences, so you might have like new ideas for building AI agents.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
feel free to share like anything.
So any questions? Anybody?
So hi, I have a use case idea.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you.
If we want to summarize about a LinkedIn group, is there a way to find a pipeline using API?
Summarize about LinkedIn.
Groups. If I take a particular group, I'm a member of it. I can add an agent into the. If I can add an agent into the group, whether I can ask the, because LinkedIn groups were for years people are contributing for a particular group. So if I'm going into it as a new joinee, I might not be.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. See, actually, see, agents basically, as I said, like agent cannot get into WhatsApp, right? Because WhatsApp don't allow. Because if there is some kind of privacy, so we can't get. But if there is something open, if the group is open, if it's public group, so agent can get the information. But if it's private group, like in Facebook, there's some private groups, right? So agent will not be allowed to get the information. Anything which is open public in the internet, agent can get all the data. Agent can scrape a lot of data from internet, lot of websites, everything. So if
Yeah.
it is public group, we can easily get the information.
So on the LinkedIn groups part, like although LinkedIn doesn't have an their own API where we can integrate with LLMs, but there are many third-party platforms like Bright Data who provide LinkedIn data APIs. And if the group's data is in their APIs, we can definitely scrape it and summarize it. So
Could you
yeah,
share the link for the
yeah, I'll share the link to the data API.
Yeah. See, we will create a WhatsApp group for all these attendees, and then we will share all the data. Even this recording will share there. Okay. Right. Yes, Mr. Umesh, you can ask a question. Your voice is very low, Umeshji. Can you please?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it audible now?
Yeah. Now.
Okay, perfect. I would like to know if we can fetch the information or for the share market trading. Live data will be coming up there. So can we, usually we need to do the analysis and see what is the trend. On that basis, we are going to buy or sell the stocks. So can we have that kind of a scenario, to that kind of a use case?
Yeah, we can do. In fact, this is very popular. You can see a lot of companies has come in this space, and they are like doing a lot of promotions. So it is very well possible. I mean, we just need the live data, and then based on the use case, what exactly you want to give the alerts, or you want to take some actions like go and buy this share. We can build it. Yeah, or you want to do some kind of deep analysis based on some specific ratios, financial ratios, or like based on some kind of trigger you want to do like some profit like a loss or analysis. I think that's very well possible. Yeah, in fact, that's one of the good use case of agents.
So yeah, just to add on that, there are many company providers like NEC. I think also provides a live data API, so we can definitely connect that. And one I think good use case is trading, because there are multiple things you need to do while you're trading. So you have to observe the charts, add various algorithms, and the other part is like when you actually want to go and buy or sell the stock. To do that, Zerodha had recently released their MCP. So if you like connect that with agents, the agents themselves can go and buy the stocks using your account in Zerodha.
Yeah, but Zerodha don't have that interaction through. It can only give the read information. It will not allow you to buy through MCP. If
Okay,
Zerodha allow, then it is possible. But right now they don't allow that.
but yeah, I think if they don't allow that, then we could integrate browser agents who manually go and buy
Okay.
from your account. Yeah. And I think there are many companies like trading AI companies. I think Motilal also had their agent.
Yeah. So if you have specific thing, Umeshji, like we can connect separately and we can like build that for you. Okay. Any other question anybody has? Okay, so if no other questions, then so thank you everyone for joining. So we'll meet next Sunday. So
Yeah.
this was the first session. So yeah, so we'll make it regular so that like we'll keep on meeting and we'll keep on discussing a lot of things, because when we meet we get a lot of ideas, right? Okay.
And also through Luma Blast, we'll share the WhatsApp groups link which you all can join. And if you have any question regarding
Mhm.
AI agents, how they work, or you have your own use case, which you want to understand how it would be implemented, you can just DM. And I think many people can also answer your question and
Yeah.
give you advice on that. Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Sarthak. Thank you, Mohit, for showing the demo. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.